Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? I want to do a pick a card. Doesn't that sound like fun? Especially regarding the weekend that we're about to have. At least right now, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. But yeah, right now it's Thursday evening in the central United States. And it is the weekend before a holiday. So a lot of you might be traveling, or you might have traveled and you're now with family, or family came to you. There's a lot of, you can just feel it in the air, right? There's a lot of unusual energy. Yeah. So I want to do a pick a card on what your weekend is going to be like. Let's do that, shall we? You know, whatever resonates with you resonates with you. We're going to do a pick a card though. And I love doing a pick a card with the Cars deck. So we're going to use this beautiful Cars deck for our pick a cards, and we're good. Just to give you an idea of what is to come, we have the Five of Pentacles, the struggle bus, as it were. Okay, well, that's all right. Not everybody's got to be struggling. I've got two cards, and I'm going to give you two cars. All right, let's do two EV trucks. We're going to do a Rivian, and we're going to do a Tesla Cybertruck. You have 2 seconds to decide. 1, 2. You should have guessed by now, or guessed. Woohoo, you should have chosen by now. Don't be guessing. All right. So the Rivian will be the heads, and the Cybertruck will be the tails. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's tails. So this is Cybertruck right here. Okay, Cybertruck people, are you ready? Are you ready to see what lies in store for you this weekend? The Lovers. Did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. Okay. Wow. 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 I think I'm going to use the little animal deck to do some clarifiers. Damn, Cybertruck people. I'm going to assume it's a minority of you, which made it really, really easy for the universe to pick. Oh, God. You know, if you just did it, like, ironically, picked the Cybertruck, I get it. But come on. If you really like the Cybertruck, I'm sorry. It's really cool. Super cool. No, I can't tell a lie. It is what it is. Whatever it is, y'all are gonna have a great weekend. Okay. My commentary on automobile design aside. This is pretty cool. I'm a little hesitant. Just a little hesitant because I almost feel like there's like with the Rider-Waite Smith, I might pull two clarifiers. The Rider-Waite Smith, there's a chain between the two lovers and the devil sitting up there. I really feel more of that energy, even though this is a different card. It's the same card, different deck. Yeah, yes, it's good in a way. You've got the lovers there. In a love reading, yeah, it might be nice to have it come up. But in terms of this weekend, it's almost like there's a lot of obligation. Let's see what the little deck to clarify has to say about it. But I really do feel like it's a little bit of walking on eggshells. I feel like you can you can make something good out of it, but you've got to sort of watch your step, and there's definitely obligations that you have to sort of man or woman up for. That's it. I'm not in love with it. We've got the Father of Swords or the King of Swords. What did I freaking tell you guys? Remember the Lovers with the chain and the devil? Yeah, I think overall you're going to be successful in balancing this negativity, but it's not going to come without a little bit of cost. Just make sure that it's not a cost to your health. We've got the Sun. Yeah. Really, what did I just say? Like, so we've got polarities here where you're really trying to balance out these obligations and this, like, I feel like your feeling towards it, your experience, your intention is very good. And then you're kind of counterbalancing. Yeah. Well, I didn't even have to pull clarifiers. Yeah, there's definitely some obligation here, but you pull it off. So bravo. I mean, it is the weekend before holiday. We all have some obligation. I don't care, if you're living alone and you have no friends and no family, there's some kind of obligation, even if you have it with yourself. I do feel like there's, what was under that? What was under that? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Yeah. 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 That temperance and sort of reminding yourself of why this is important is really going to pull you through. And I think by the end of the weekend, everything will sort of come around. Yeah, I think there will be a lot of anxiety and forces pushing sort of around you, but I think you stay pretty true to your feelings, which is showing in the Sun. So overall, good weekend. I think you'll have some challenges. There will be walking on eggshells at times and obligations abound. But if you have any real challenges or like crisis moments, just keep that temperance in mind and have the courage to sort of just be your happy self, regardless of what's going on around you. And that can be hard sometimes too, because miserable people don't like happy people to be around. So just be yourself. Okay. All right, Rivian. Let's see I don't know what's going on. It feels a little anxious to me. Yeah, it is a little anxious. Interesting that the 2022 Lexus LM came up. I believe that's an EV, right? Let me know in the comments. That's an EV, right? The 22 LM. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. I'm really drawn to the reflection. I don't know if Revion people, I don't know if you have like little ones or like nieces, nephews, grandkids. But the younger generation, even if you're 30 and you've got nieces and nephews, or cousins' kids, second cousins who are younger than you. Even with that, I think they really look up to you. So it's just this, the younger generation. Even if you're not related to them, or even if it could even be somebody who's not as, not as mature as you. It could be, but there are multiple people. There are multiple people in your world that look up to you a lot. And you have to kind of be that model behavior this weekend. And I had to step offline for just 1 second because the dogs got a hold of a big old roll of paper towels, and so I had to stop for a minute, and so I forgot if I had shuffled or not, so I'll have to shuffle again. I'm sorry. But it's okay. It's for the best, actually, because either way. Yeah, I really see that element of in the element of the Queen of Pentacles in this case is matriarchal nurturer, right? Definitely a role model. So whether you're a man or a woman, I think there's just a little bit of you needing to care how you present yourself to the younger generation. I've got the 8 of Cups on the bottom. The Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Cups. What did I literally just say? That's crazy. And the Page of Swords and the Lovers. Yeah, in this case, it's very interesting, right? Because we have a Lover's card here, we have a Lover's card here in the clarifier. Totally different. Totally different. The only way that they're similar is that there's this familial, ancestral obligation sort of wrapped up in it. But this one's very light and bright. Very profoundly moving at times, but mostly just fun. Just fun. Yeah, but there's the commitment there. There's the there's the choice again there, where like, it's interesting when I pull Lovers when it relates back to family, right? Because first of all, it's not necessarily what we think about when we see a Lover's card. We don't think, oh, that's about family, because it's not always. It depends on what it's around and what the energies are around it. But we really do have a choice, right? We have a choice now more than ever. Back, in history, there was a family we were born into, and depending on how rural we were, we didn't have much choice in staying or going and leaving the family. We had to stay with the family, and we had to take a certain role. And sometimes that role that we had to take within the family wasn't even close to our discretion. Anyway, my point is that we have an option, just like with a romantic relationship. We have an option every day, whether we stay within that family or whether we leave. And some of you don't know that. Some of you think that you get a family and you're stuck with them forever, regardless of how toxic, negative, how much they hurt your soul, how much they cause trauma. And some of you get to a tipping point where you absolutely have to have no contact or run away or somehow get away from family. So we have these two options, you know, do we stay or do we go? And every time we make that choice to reconnect with family, it is powerful, just like when we reconnect with a loved one romantically. It's a powerful effect on our being. And so if it's positive, it does amazing things for our soul. And if it's negative and our family is steeped in toxic juices, they're steeped in toxicity, that it's going to affect us negatively. Every single time we go back to that well, is the well fresh, clean water, or is it tainted? Same with any relationship. But this is good. This is fresh, clean water. This is a little bit tainted. Just a little bit tainted. But you can get through it. I think, you know, those little, this is not, I'm just going to carry this analogy on, okay? So you've got this fresh, clean spring water over here, and you've got this kind of, it's not swamp water, okay? It's not swamp water. It's like stagnant, slightly stagnant pool water. Just, it's been stagnant for like a day, okay? And, you know, like in an emergency kit, or like as part of a end of the world rations or something, you have those special drops to put in your water to purify it, or whatever the chemicals do. I really should look up on that. But anyway, you're the purifying drops. Okay. So yes, it is a bit of a stagnant pool of toxicity in this Lover's card here, but you're the purifying drops. So yes, good weekend. Have that temperance. And yes, absolutely fantastic weekend. You know, I don't even have to tell you that there's people looking up to you, because you absolutely know it, and you're there for it. I think, you know, if it's not little people at home, it's people at work. Yeah. So be a good example. I love this. This has been a great pick a card. Thank y'all. And yeah. Test the Cybertruck, people. You're all right. You just bring it around. Have that temperance. Thanks, guys.